Welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
And we're back. Episode 308.
Yes, sir.
And as you can tell by the very somber opening of this episode, we lost to the goddamn Chiefs again, the same way.
Yeah.
I had my Niner hat on. I took it off, man. I had to put my Dodger hat back on. I'm waiting for Shohei Ohtani to show us something, man.
You went from one loser to another, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I dig it.
God damn, man. Terrible. Just look here, man. At the end of the day, it was a fairly called game. There's no excuses. Niners got outplayed. Coach Shanahan, brother, I don't know. You lost 3 Super Bowls, man. 1 with the Falcons as offensive coordinator and 2 as a head coach to the same team.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a problem, man. Today it was a hard pill to swallow that we were losing again. It was just so frustrating. But, let's get into the game. Enough about my gripe. One of the things that stood out to me was Travis Kelce's outburst on fucking Andy Reid. Early in the game, he was mad because he wasn't in, and he aggressively bumped and walked in to Andy Reid and had to be restrained by a teammate.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't want to get all, racial. I'm curious how they would have viewed it if Lamar Jackson did that shit to his head coach. They just said he was fired up. He wanted to get in the game. But when you're assaulting a coach on the fucking sideline, everybody's like, oh my God, he's just so passionate.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce assaulted his coach, man. Let's call it a spade a spade.
That's not passion. That's called being unhinged.
He's unhinged, man.
You can have the same conversation without bumping you. And Andy Reid is an elderly man. You know
100%.
He ain't the most fleetest of foot either. So
not at all.
He would have been knocked over and had to have the assistant coach help him off the ground.
Andy Reid looks like a fucking walrus. There's no way you're gonna do that shit to somebody else. I would love for him to do something like that to D'Amico Ryans. He would have got socked in his fucking mouth.
Yeah, you pick and choose.
You pick and choose who you do that shit with. Fuck Travis Kelce. Not because he's a Chief fan, but when you're that classless, he still got that. He must have that fucking booster shot still so stuck up his fucking ass that he was, he probably having CTE mixed with a fucking reaction from that goddamn. How do we say it? How do we cover from saying the word? Maxine. he must have a lot of that Maxine.
Yeah.
Up his ass. Yeah. Fuck that clown. Shout out to the, huge shout out to the Chiefs. They're just a great franchise. They found a way to win. Mahomes, more specifically, found a way to win. I'm not one of those bitter Niner fans that's going to just get on here and make all these excuses. Niners didn't execute. That's all that happened.
Yeah, as a whole, we had a couple opportunities to make plays, and we just didn't. There was a couple third downs, couple fourth downs where we didn't get off the field. And overall, the offense didn't put up enough points. And I think at the end of the day, I knew that the game wasn't over until the game was over because you got Patrick Mahomes, a.k.a., he's on that Mount.
The game's never over when I got the ball, man.
Yeah, he's on that Mount Rushmore with Tom Brady and Joe Montana and those guys. So when he has the ball and there's still time left on the clock, and then he got his resources, Travis Kelce, really just Travis Kelce, and he could throw it to anybody else as long as you get open. He's still in the game. And I knew that once we were not scoring touchdowns and we were kicking field goals, I was relieved that we were able to make the field goals. But I knew that if we didn't score touchdowns, that he was going to find a way. And it was only a matter of time. Like we had an opportunity to get a big lead in the beginning. A couple fumbles here. A couple 3 and outs here and there, and it just the game just kind of got away from us.
Look, the Niners lost the game in the first fucking half when they had Mahomes on his heels and they were sacking Mahomes and making him go 3 and out and all that, and the Niners didn't fucking score. If they would have scored in the first half, they would have had Mahomes on his heels. He would have had to come back in the second half, but no. The Niners got a turnover. I think they got a fumble recovery, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And they didn't capitalize on it, man. And it's like, dude, it's the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah, and we turned the ball over 2 times.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
And McCaffrey, goddamn, you wait till the Super Bowl to fumble?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Seriously? That really made it really bad for the Niners, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of things to take away. And also, they never failed to put the camera on fucking Taylor Swift every other fucking drive. Like, geez, I'm not mad
Ice
at
Spice is sitting next to her.
Ice Spice. What the fuck is she even doing there?
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm not saying this because she's a woman or anything. Ice Spice is a terrible fucking artist. Terrible. Like, bad. But she had some recently. She had some for like, you think you the shit. You not even the fart.
Yeah, that's not a great line.
I'm like, God damn.
Right there.
Like, keep it a buck or whatever. Like, how is she in the booth at the Super Bowl? How?
Yeah, I didn't really get the connection there. I see some of the, like Blake Lively and some of the other people up there in the booth that kind of make more sense. I think that those people were like friends before. But yeah, I just didn't really see how Ice Spice
I bet that Ice Spice and Taylor Swift are getting to do probably doing a collaboration after. It's gonna be some little corny Super Bowl song.
They might have a song. I know she has a song with somebody. I think it might be Ice Spice. She might have a song with her. But I don't know.
It's gonna be some corny shit like, we just won the Super Bowl, and she's like, yeah, we winning or whatever. We winning. We winning or whatever. We winning.
Yeah.
We winning a Super Bowl. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie, she know she a 10. Oh man, this hurts so bad, man.
Yeah, they have a song together called Karma, I believe.
Don't play it. I don't care to hear it.
I wasn't planning on
Yeah,
doing
Taylor
it.
Swift is a talented human being, one of the most talented human beings on the planet. So I'm not gonna slight her, and all she's doing is just supporting her man.
Yeah,
it's just they've just made her annoying.
Yeah, she's kind of getting a lot of flack from like the real football fans because we just don't like we want to watch football, and somehow we're kind of forced to watch her on the sideline. They just kept cutting to her every opportunity. It was a point in the game where they were showing her more than Travis Kelce.
That was insane.
It's like, yeah, it's just crazy. But I think the X's and O's or whatever. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to pull it off. I think and the thing about being a football fan, football is not like basketball where you have people are winning championships in the teens. Like we are spoiled as Laker fans. Or at least for me in my lifetime, I've gotten to see like a handful of championships. Football is not the same way. You may get one in your lifetime. You may get two depending on who your favorite team is. So
yeah,
it's the journey continues. I don't have a recollection of like watching a football game. At the last time they won a Super Bowl, I was far too young for them to for me to remember it. But
you were fucking 2 years old when they did that.
Yeah, I wasn't really.
I was in the fourth grade, man. That's the last time the Niners won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And, that's when they got Dion. They had Ricky Waters and shit. And, I remember the game, absolutely. But at the same time, like as a man, I would love to see the 49ers win.
Yeah.
And it's been tough watching them lose 3 fucking Super Bowls in the last decade. And so it's like we could talk about Dallas and crack jokes on them, but like making it to the mountaintop, and not getting a Super Bowl is like having sex and not busting.
Yeah.
Like imagine you just stroking, just and then you just don't
and
bust.
Then you just finish. You get blue balls.
Then your nuts hurt. Now you're walking around with blue nuts.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up feeling, man.
Yeah. I will say though, I think that game, and you already kind of know this, but that game proves to me that at the end of the day, it's about the name on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
When you look at football, when you look at basketball, it's a reason that, Steph got 4 rings and LeBron, it's either LeBron James or Steph Curry winning the championship, and then you'll squeeze in like Giannis in there. But for the most part, it's like Warriors, Lakers, and or Cavaliers and or Miami Heat, winning the championship. And then it's a few other people sprinkled in there. Going all the way back to the Lakers and, just it's like that's all you can practice, and you can understand coverages and all that other stuff, and you can have these great coaches and schemes and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, it's about Tom Brady. It's about Steph Curry. It's about LeBron James. It's about Patrick Mahomes and all that other stuff. We can talk about that to death. But all that other, you very rarely get like the Trent Dilfers or the Nick Foles. No, yeah, that's like very rare. Yeah, it really comes down to the big dogs when they get the ball in their hands. So that was very apparent today, watching the Super Bowl. So yeah. But go ahead.
Now I was going to say, I think Brock Purdy played good enough to redeem himself and come back later on, if that's what we can do. But my biggest fear with the 49ers is not what Brock Purdy could do, but if Kyle Shanahan should even come back. Because when you lose 2 times to the same team the exact same fucking way, and you lose in the Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator of the Falcons, and you're 28-3 or some shit, and your offense doesn't produce in the second half, it's like, dog, how many fucking Super Bowls do you need to lose, man? Like, that in itself it's terrible to be a fan of a team. It's almost like, watching Roberts with the Dodgers, and they kept getting smoked, and the pitching was fucked up. And it's like, dude, how much are we going to take? At least Roberts got a World Series, in recent years. But last year, Dodgers had the best regular season record and got bounced by the fucking Diamondbacks. That sucked. And then the Niners make it to the promised land again and just blow it.
Yeah.
And I don't even blame the defense. The defense did their job. They played a solid game, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
A great pass rush. D-line was getting pressure and shit. But eventually, that shit, it subsides. Patrick Mahomes played almost the same game he played the first time he beat us in the Super Bowl. He wasn't playing the greatest in the first half. He threw an interception, all kinds of shit. But you are only going to get that type of Mahomes for so long.
Yeah, he's going to figure it out.
He's going to figure it out, and when he does, that's your ass. You need to be up by 2 scores against Mahomes to beat him.
You need to be up by 2 scores when it's 3 seconds left in the game.
Absolutely, because
if he got any time left on the clock, I don't know, he gonna figure something out.
It's all right, man. You're in good hands. Allstate.
This motherfucker got every commercial.
Allstate, Stan.
The next one.
You ever had a sandwich from Subway? Come on down to get the new Patrick Mahomes Deluxe.
The next commercial.
You ever use Trojan condoms? Try use lubricated condoms. The thinnest condom in the world. Be like, this nigga got condoms now?
You seen his wife had a Sports Illustrated thing?
Nah, what happened?
Yeah, she got I don't know if she got the cover, but she did a Sports Illustrated swimsuit.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
A swimsuit. Who the fuck? You know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything because I do not want to body shame women. I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah, she was on there.
I'm not going to say anything.
She was out there, got her body all.
Really?
She got her body all out, yeah.
I got to, hold on. I got to at least look at the picture. I'm going to look up the picture. Patrick Mahomes' wife, Sports Illustrated.
Yeah,
she is in there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
That kind of reminds me of
I just don't know why she would want to do this.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Aisha Curry. I think that sometimes when you're a wife of a very successful person, you just kind of desire to be a part of, to kind of make your own lane, I guess.
I don't get this. I don't get this, man. I think that sometimes when somebody is larger, when someone's larger than life, it's almost like you want to feel important also, and the person telling you that they love you is probably not enough. Because I don't see why this makes sense to want to expose your body like that. Look, it's your body. You can do what you want. I just don't get it. I just don't. I don't. Brittany Mahomes. I'm not watching this looking like, oh, she's so fucking hot. Oh my God, she's actually really hot. Like I don't.
I think that I don't know. I would be curious to know what like these women think. It seems like there's something that they kind of yearn for in terms of
that's attention.
Yeah, but I would be curious to know like what Savannah James would think about something like that.
I seen some shit from Savannah recently.
Like what?
She kind of had like she was like low key like squatted down and had her like booty showing, like not showing, but like in like a suggestive manner.
Like a picture?
Like she was like she like dropping it low, and she kind of has like some tight fitted clothes with her cakes. I'm like, whoa.
You talk
Savannah
like
James,
picture?
LeBron's wife.
I know that. You're not answering my question.
What?
I'm saying, is that an Instagram picture?
I believe it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get mad at me, Keith. I'm just trying to help the people.
This nigga keep talking about something I'm not talking about. But no, I mean, I don't know. I think that I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. It's probably a podcast or like, you know, something out there or conversation to be had when you're the wife to LeBron James, Steph Curry, you know, these guys. Like, what is that? You know, what does that look like? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it might have been on LeBron's page where he showed it, but I'm just went to her page now. But you got to realize, like, these women though, like these women have been with their husbands since they were fucking kids. So you got to imagine the type of battle that they're going through. If they met, think about it, because her and Mahomes been together, I think, since high school. So if she's been with Patrick that long and she hasn't really have time like away from him like that, that means she's went this whole time without receiving like the normal attention that she would receive as a woman in college or whatever the case. So not only that, like Savannah's the same thing. She's been with LeBron since high school. Curry, same shit. So you got these women that are with these extremely successful men that, believe it or not, they low key be probably wanting attention.
Yeah, I think attention is part of it. I think also there's just like women. I think women be wanting to feel sexy.
Yeah,
like, you know, in terms of just doing like the photo shoot, she probably just wanted, you know, you got kids and all kind of other stuff. You got like, you know, your stomach might not look the same as it used to, or wrinkles here and all this other stuff. So I think some of them probably want to look like they just want to be dolled up, you know?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's dolled up. I think that there's a slight amount of wanting to be objectified on their own terms. And what I mean by that is men and women are objectified. Like, for example, they objectified Usher today. Women are like, oh my God, oh, look at him, he's taking his shirt up. Women objectify men also. So I think that sometimes women want to be selectively objectified. Like, I want to show my butt and I want people to say it's nice. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not really with that. But at the same time, do you?
Yeah.
Do you, man? I don't really have an opinion. I don't get it.
Yeah. But it's also not for you to get. This is like a woman thing. Like, this is a very, like, very, very specific like relationship, you know. It's like, you know, something that we may not ever understand because we're not married to Steph Curry, LeBron, or Patrick Mahomes.
I think it could be something that makes them feel very small. Like literally being with somebody and they've just been in the shadow of this person the whole time, which could possibly be why they would want to do that. Mm-hmm. But hey, that's to each his own.
Yeah. And sometimes people have goals. Like she might have had a goal to, you know, get on Sports Illustrated for the longest time, and her only opportunity is being Patrick Mahomes' wife, and she took advantage of it. So who knows? Who knows how that stuff plays out?
Yep. Oh well. I'm not married to him.
Yeah. Well, we know that.
Yeah. Yeah, because there wouldn't be no pictures out like that. Not of my wife. You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah.
We're gonna actually wrap it up after this one here, but it's the halftime show. The halftime show. I think.
Wait, what did you think about commercials?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the commercials. I thought they sucked. I thought the commercials were terrible. Me, I was really just. For me, it was the game was the most important thing. Yeah. But the commercials, they just lack creativity. It seems like they're just trying to one-up each other every year. The only commercial that I seen that really wasn't a commercial, was more of an ad, and I thought it was kind of awkward, was the fucking Kennedy one.
Yeah, that was that was That was strange because I don't know if I've ever seen a political commercial aired during the Super Bowl.
It's different.
Yeah, and it was kind of like an ode to like the old,
the old marketing.
1980s or something like that.
No, that wasn't the 80s. That was like the fucking 50s.
When is John F. Kennedy?
No. He's related to the Kennedy family, but he took old marketing that they would use, like whether it was commercial or campaign ads, and he put it in a commercial. Like he basically, it was just nostalgia. It was updated nostalgia. That's all it was.
Yeah. I don't think that was the 50s though. I think it was
absolutely it was, because you're talking about like the old Kennedys, like Robert. Mm-hmm. And that definitely had to be like 50s. I'll say 60s.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but they took the old marketing, or not marketing, but old ad campaign commercial style. They used like different, like the fonts were the same as the old shit.
Yeah.
But the 80s did not rock with that. That was way too
1960s.
Yeah, the 60s, yeah.
When John F. Kennedy was president.
Exactly. Or John F. Kennedy, not Robert. Robert is the guy that's running now. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
that commercial was awkward. That Temu commercial, they just kept playing it, and it wasn't like, the thing for me is there was a few like Super Bowl commercials, but a lot of this, like the Temu commercial, it wasn't really like a Super Bowl commercial. It just seemed like, and I don't know where that company is from. It's probably I would imagine it's some like Chinese company or something like that. But they just didn't put like the creativity into like making a Super Bowl commercial. Like you're going to spend all that money only to like make a regular commercial? That don't make sense to me. Yeah, it's a Chinese company. Yeah, I figured that much. It's like, dang, y'all going to spend millions of dollars to have this basic commercial? I think
the Dunkin' one was the fucking lamest one, probably.
I actually thought that one was kind of funny. I thought that one was decent, and I thought the one with Beyonce was like decent.
Was the one with Beyonce? I must have missed it.
Yeah, it was basically like they were trying to have like a viral moment, so she was just doing certain things that was like very for shock value, and it wasn't like big enough. So then she would just do like a more exaggerated version where she's like performing in outer space or something like that.
Shit.
Yeah, that one. I thought that one was like decent too, but there wasn't any that was like that was like, yo, that was elite. And like I said, a lot of the stuff, even for like, sometimes we'll get like the movie trailers, even for the Deadpool movie trailer, they didn't even play the trailer during the thing. They just did like the first 20 seconds and then they were like, watch the trailer online. I'm like, dang, you gonna give us a Super Bowl commercial to tell us to go somewhere else to watch the trailer? So
no.
Yeah.
I just thought the Dunkin' commercial was weak, especially for the amount of money they paid. They had Ben Affleck, Tom Brady, fucking Matt Damon and J-Lo in there.
Yeah.
I know that probably might have been the most expensive commercial. That might have been expensive. You know the commercial that shocked me the most when I seen it, believe it or not, was Popeyes. Popeyes spent a ton of money to do that fucking commercial.
Yeah.
And they used the Asian guy, the Asian doctor guy.
Oh yeah.
And they just had, because
it was like he got out of like some freeze chamber or something like that, where he was frozen for some years.
And they sent him a bunch of like helicopters with fried chicken on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they didn't use a black person.
It just uses they used to always like have a Doritos commercial that was like, cool. It might have some kids in there, like a time machine or something.
Yeah.
But it's different now. There was a couple companies too that I was kind of shocked to see, like Homes.com. They had like a bunch of commercials in there. There was a couple other companies where I was like, dang, I didn't even know y'all did advertising.
Man, that's crazy. It'd be super dope if you would need a ton of fucking money to do it, so it wouldn't work. But imagine if they had like, a bidding war for who could put what, and you did like a fucking podcast ad for a commercial for Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think
nuts.
I think it's about money at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Like if I was Spotify, that would be the perfect place to roll out Joe Rogan, or like to do a little Spotify.
I don't think
ad.
Joe Rogan needs any more attention.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he's big enough to do it.
He's the biggest one. He's the one they would definitely use. Mm-hmm. There's all kind of other ones. I think it's Andrew Huberman or whoever else. There's other podcasts too.
Yeah, it's like some political podcasts and stuff too that are pretty big.
Yeah.
So But yeah.
I didn't think too much of it. I was in so much distress from the game. And I was just like, fuck, man, here we go again. Fucking another loss in the Super Bowl is just heart-wrenching, man. Mm-hmm. I low-key want to call in sick tomorrow, but I got to show up.
I mean, you got valid excuse.
I think that if the Chiefs would have lost the game, then the Swifties would have wanted a restraining order against Travis Kelce. Because the way he was yelling at Andy Reid and getting all in his face and bumping him, like, oh my God, I can't believe that Taylor's putting up with that. And he's like so toxic that like she needs to get away right now, because the way he was walking up on his coach, imagine if he did that to Taylor. Oh my goodness.
You know what I was thinking? I was like, this nigga Travis Kelce gonna propose.
Yeah.
And he gonna win the Super Bowl, and then right at the thing, he gonna propose to her right on the field, and it's gonna be like the biggest news ever. But yeah, luckily he didn't.
Gotta be hilarious, and within the next 3 weeks they find out they break up. I can see that Taylor doesn't keep these men for long. Remember, Taylor is keeping these men. They're not keeping her.
Yeah, he do grow out of it though. She's a little older now, so this might be it for them.
Oh, it's Taylor now.
I think they both in like their early 30s.
No, not early. He's probably damn near in his mid-30s now. Let's see, Taylor Swift.
She was born with like 89 or something.
Taylor Swift is, come on, what the hell? She's 34.
34. They're both in their mid-30s.
Yeah, she's going.
Yeah, they both 34.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yep. Yeah, I think they're gonna call it quits.
You know what I feel sad about when it comes to Taylor though, what is annoying about her, is the fact that every time the camera is near her, she feels the need to be performative. She can't just watch the fucking game. There was one time where Ice Spice was just watching the game, right? And she was kind of looking over at Taylor Swift, and Taylor's just like moving her hands like doing this. It's like she always feels the need that she needs to be doing. Like, you don't always have to put on a show, Taylor Swift. Just watch the fucking game.
Yeah. She's an entertainer.
Yeah, I know, but come on, man. Like, you don't owe these motherfuckers that. Like, you came to support your man. You can sit there and just chill. You don't, because the thing about it is, if Taylor's not doing all that performing and shit and moving her hands and always jumping and clapping, and they're gonna say Taylor Swift looks in distress during the game, and they're gonna post a whole article about how Travis Kelce is not making her happy or some shit.
Yeah.
Man, these tabloids are annoying.
I'm glad the football season is over, though.
I'm
I don't
glad
gotta hear about Taylor Swift.
I'm glad. Well, no, when training camp starts up, they're gonna be like, is Taylor Swift gonna show up to training camp with the Chiefs?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, for the time being, outside of their parade, which I don't have to watch because I'm not a freaking Chiefs fan.
Will Taylor Swift get pregnant tonight?
She's gonna be on ESPN still.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. So it'll be like some weird bet, because they betting on everything now. Everything is a bet. They betted on what song Usher was going to open up with in the halftime, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and transition onto this and then wrap it up, man, because me and Keith are drained from watching our fucking team lose again.
Yeah.
And it's already kind of late, but we got it.
You know who else is drained?
What?
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, he's definitely drained. She done sucked every ounce of blackness he got in his body out of him.
Dang.
By the time she done with him, he ain't gonna have no black scent.
You ever had Super Bowl cock, huh?
Super Bowl cock. Oh, Travis Kelce is so crazy. Travis Kelce is.
That's comedy.
Travis Kelce is the elderly abuser.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I feel like Travis Kelce strike me as the type of dude that, like, when he having sex with Taylor Swift, he be saying the N-word and shit.
Dang.
Like, you like this nigga dick?
You ever had a BBC, huh? That nigga got a BBC.
Oh, Travis Kelce got a black penis. What the fuck is going on?
Travis Kelce is so crazy.
Oh man.
It's comedy.
Oh my God.
That's wild.
Oh man, he gonna have a CTE moment on Taylor one day. He be like, yeah, you know I want that booty, girl. She be like, I have to go on tour tomorrow. I can't have sex. He be like, what you mean you can't have sex? And he bumping into her and shit like Andy Reid. She's like, oh my God, you're bombarding me.
Yeah,
that's wild.
When I'm not wishing no bad on nobody's relationship, but if they do break up, she gonna drop a fire album.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
You thought you were acting like a black man. You're not, and you've never been that bad man. I don't care what the people say. I never ever thought you were gay. But every time I see you in the end zone, I know that you are never my friend. And we're never gonna be together. Oh, I was going on a run. I was about to hit a home run. It was coming close. I was coming to the hook, Keith. Dang, you got to take the alley-oop next time when you see me struggling. And I'm about
just jump in.
You gotta jump in.
Yeah, I got you next time.
Bro, you had one the last time we were talking about Taylor Swift. You said you mess with the black girl,
and I didn't like it.
You like, you didn't like me because I wasn't melanated.
It's comedy.
Oh man!
Shout out Taylor Swift.
Yeah, shout out Taylor Swift, man. Yeah. Taylor Swift is so crazy.
Yeah. That nigga, she better drop a baby in her pretty soon. I know she's trying to go on tour.
Taylor Swift. Let me be very clear when I say this. Taylor Swift is keeping Travis Kelce. He is not keeping her. and I'm not saying that like, to devalue Travis Kelce, but she's the type of woman that is, her career is everything. She tours all over the world.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it's a little bit of both. And I'm not talking about the star power. I'm just talking about the frequency in which Taylor Swift is actually in real relationships. So I think it's a little bit of both. She has the luxury of, dating whoever she wants to, but also like, I think one, she just likes to be in a relationship too. And I think this is something new for her. Like it's different when you're dating the actor and then you just go into the movie premiere or you're dating another singer and you're going, on their tour or something like. But she is literally in the box and the camera is on her more than the football players. Like she hasn't experienced this. She got a whole new group of friends. She's like chilling with Blake Lively and what's her name, Brittany Mahomes and in the box, and like she got
Ice Spice or whatever.
Use check, yeah. So it's like this is probably different, for her. I think that. We're gonna see if it stands the test of time, but I think they both kind of feel in it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm
chilling with Taylor. I went to the University of Baylor.
I'm dead. You ain't going to no university.
She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friends. You think you the shit, you not even a fart.
Yeah, the bars is
struggling.
Struggle bars out there. Yeah.
You ever notice that Ice Spice's head looked like a snow cone that you got from the ice cream trucks back in the day?
I can see that.
Yeah, she's Ice Spice is a pretty girl, man. I'm not gonna speak bad on her.
Let's talk about Usher, man. I'm talking about Ice Spice. Ice Spice getting too much attention on the pod.
Why you trying to switch the subject when you talk about me? Ever since y'all been talking about me or whatever, you want to switch everything up. Come on. All right, switching gears. Usher's halftime show. Okay, look here. Usher is one of the people that your girlfriend has no problem objectifying when he comes on the screen. I think he was switching like, let me take you to a place nice and quiet. And he took his shirt off.
Yeah.
And I was in the room with a good amount of women there. And they were married women. And they were like, oh my God, yes, oh my God. Oh my God, I can feel him inside me. You'd be like, whoa, what are you guys doing? It's wild how many women will objectify men that they're attracted to right in front of their husbands and they don't think it's a problem.
Yeah.
If I objectified Selma Hayek or if I objectified some woman on the screen when she came across Oh, it would be fucking World War III, man.
Yeah, the women don't take the compliments the same way as
Absolutely.
men do. That's why men tend to not really. We might say it like amongst men, like, dang, she look good or whatever. But in terms of, like outwardly in front of your partner, like it don't really happen like that.
Yeah, and I understand that women complain about being objectified or catcalled, and that's also a real thing. But women be objectifying the fuck out of men. Do you know how much you hear women having conversations about Drake's fucking penis last week? Not something I'd ever want to hear or talk about. I didn't see the fucking video, but the amount of women that are talking about that on socials. And then they talk about Usher like, oh my God, keep your shirt off forever. Please keep it off.
Yeah.
Right in front of their husbands, bro.
Yeah.
That's next level right there.
That nigga Drake, wow. I didn't see the video either, but they say I seen the parody of the video, and it was a nigga with a slinky, like a slinky, and that nigga was just waving it back and forth. I was like, God damn, that's crazy. God. Yeah.
Like, you're Drake, man. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I guess he was kind of. Oh, that's the thing about Drake. You know, that is, I guess, somewhat annoying. Is that a lot of times he won't really address certain things. So he even made a joke about it. He's like, the rumors are true. The rumors are true. My dad is here at the concert. For those of you that wanted to know. And it was just kind of like, bro. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't even know. Like, some people were saying like it wasn't really him, or there's no way to confirm that it was him or not. But yeah, that's wild. Enough about Drake's penis.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that was like real talking piece for people during the week.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. And women were debating it and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying this whole objectifying thing works both ways. But yeah, the Usher show, man. Yeah, I like I said, we've seen that happen many times, but we won't beat a dead horse. As far as the show is concerned, I don't think anything's wrong with these Super Bowl halftime shows. There's just a lot wrong with us as a society because we're never satisfied. Usher is a professional, and that guy has a residency in fucking Las Vegas. So all he did was walk across the street and do a show here. And this is what he does it for money, you know? This is what he does. Like, this is his natural habitat. Now, what I will say, he got real handsy with Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
And she was smiling like a motherfucker. She is married as a hell.
Yeah.
And people will say, like, or especially women, they'll be like, she's just performing. What's the big deal? And it's like, that nigga, bro. Usher is the nigga that your girl told you not to worry about. That's
Don't
what
leave girl around me.
true player for real. That's my nigga for real. This is the sound of him fucking your wife. No, the thing that's crazy is like the fact that he changed some of the words. Like you hear him like what's he want? I'm trying to remember what he was saying. It'll come to me. Hold on, what was it? Oh, yeah, like he think he's slick. Like he be like low-key trying to like seduce people's wives. He's like, it's 7 o'clock on the cock. I'm in my drop top, fucking your wife. You like, damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think that for me, I thought the show was amazing. Like I'm a real fan of Usher. So
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Why you say that?
I don't know, bro.
This nigga's got TD Jakes on the brain. But no, I thought the show was dope. I think like the only thing that I would say, I wouldn't change anything about it, but I think for me, I would have liked to have seen like a full song. He kind of did like a medley of all of his hits, which is like you can't really do an entire show in that short amount of time. But I would have just liked to see like a little bit longer on certain songs, like some of the ballads and stuff like that. But overall, like it gave you everything you wanted. Like he's actually singing, which a lot of people, like he comes from an era where people were actually like singing, and he's not using like he's not doing the like the lip syncing or whatever. Like you can tell he's actually singing because he got the little earpiece in and stuff like that. Just a professional, like you said, it's just a person that has been and a person that's active, like you said, with the Las Vegas residency. And I'm sure he brought some of those elements to the Super Bowl. So it was just, it was great. It was great entertainment. I think Rihanna is great. I just think that she's kind of like, when we're looking at like Super Bowl performances, you kind of want to see like, whether it's a band, you want to see the band be able to, like just kind of add something to it. But when you see like a singer dancer like Usher, it's hard to compete when you're just a person that like doesn't really like move that well. Also, she she had a baby on the way. So, but like when Beyonce or Usher or one of those people, like they're up there and doing a lot of different stuff, and it's a lot of stuff going on. Even with Bruno Mars, kind of doing that too. So where do you think they go from here? I know next year it's in New Orleans. I know they were kind of throwing Lil Wayne's name out there. I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I want to see, and I think Lil Wayne is amazing. I just don't know if not that there's like, I hate to like diminish hip hop, but you just see what Usher did, you know what I mean? And that is not in every hip hop song.
100%.
Like Amelia is a song that's like, it's literally just the sample and the bass.
Really.
So I don't know. It may be great, and even with Dr. Dre, but even with Dr. Dre, it was kind of like, all of his offspring as well, and it was LA. So I don't know. It might work in New Orleans. I might.
I feel like Lil Wayne might fuck up and it's supposed to be PG, but he'll be like, I eat that pussy like an alien. You're like,
that's comedy.
They're gonna cut that nigga's mic off.
Wake up early in the morning,
eat that pussy like cold pizza.
They're gonna be like, it's just gonna go black. Beep.
They're gonna have to shut his mic off.
Yeah, now that might be fire. And Lil Wayne is actually a great performer. He brings a band out and stuff like that. That might be fire. I don't know. I'm not saying
a
that.
Millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than
Nigerian hair. My criterion compared. That might be fire. I just don't know where. Like, the only thing I would say, I think Taylor Swift got to get one.
Hell yeah, she got to.
As much as they've shown
they
her,
gotta get one.
I think she gonna be in there. And the Chiefs might go back next year.
I mean, they might.
That would be wild.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time a active player and a Super Bowl halftime show artist have been in a relationship.
Yeah.
They just gonna take over the fucking whole Super Bowl.
Yeah. This is a side, like a backtracking conversation, but they got to give Tony Romo a raise. This man is like he's like a football savant. Like, he just knows so much about football. It's almost unfair. Yeah. Like we get real insight, information that coaches and players get,
right.
Just having him up in the booth. He'd be knowing way too much. But yeah, that's
right here. They love this look. You can't give him this look. He's going to be wide open right here. What they're aiming for is right here on this play here. More than likely a shallow cross or a dig route will be ran over on this side. Oh, they called a timeout because the defensive coordinator, they seen something there that would have been problematic.
Yeah.
All right. Right now you got Brock Purdy. He's looking at 3 personnel over here. Okay, the ball may be going over to the flat. Oh, it's to the flat. It's a first down. These guys really got it figured out. They got a kid dialed up over there. They're gonna figure it out. He'd be like, this motherfucker has called the last 4 plays.
Yeah, he knows it all.
It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But no, I think the halftime was great. It was just kind of like, I don't know. Like, he's just like, you just can't top it. They were talking about certain people. They were saying like Chris Brown should get a halftime. I think that
Chris Brown is talented, but he might get up there and just start punching women.
It's crazy. The way I look at it is I look at like the actual, like the performances of it all. Like, when I know that Usher is gonna get up there, he gonna hit every note, he gonna sing.
Yeah.
I when I see a lot of Chris Brown performances, I see him like, just kind of like singing along with the tracks and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if it will be quite like
Let
that.
me take you to a place nice and quiet.
Yeah.
He played a lot of songs that I won't say weren't hits, but they weren't like the most current hits that he has.
They call them like B-sides.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them weren't like number one, but we still knew word for word, some of the songs.
At one point, Usher was sweating so bad, I got concerned. I was like, this nigga's about to die up there.
He did almost fall off the skates. I don't know if you've seen that.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, he tripped up a little bit on the
You see
skates.
them all jumping on the stage. It didn't look that sturdy.
Yeah, that mug looked like it was going to cave in.
It's like
I would say Jermaine Dupri looked crazy.
Oh, my God.
That nigga looked wild.
Jermaine
I don't know
Dupri-
what kind of like schoolboy uniform he was wearing, but that looked crazy.
Jermaine Dupri looked like a real life penguin, man. I was like, what the fuck is that? He's like, hey, yo, hey, yo. Like, he been doing the same shit since the 90s.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, it's so deaf.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri looked wild.
That's right, y'all. I don't know what that nigga was doing with those, what he was trying to achieve with those socks.
Lil Jon looked good, though. He looked
Yeah.
like he looked healthy.
Yeah, he
looked
did.
like he'd been working out a little bit.
That nigga don't never got them shades off. He always got them shades on.
What? Okay.
Turn down for.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Lil Jon is he jumped into a whole new lane and he's just been in that lane ever since.
Yeah.
Like he went from like Lil Jon's and the East Side Boys to now he just make nothing but like the same genre of music. Like only him and two artists exist in this genre. It's Lil Jon, Flo Rida, and Pitbull. They pretty much make the same music.
That very
like
EDM, hip hop type
like
of vibe.
you more likely hear this in the club.
Like I would call it like electronic hip hop.
Yeah, electronic. Now the one that's kind of like in it a little bit now is also what's the name? French Montana's kind of in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can kind of exist in that lane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. Lil Jon and then Ludacris came up and it didn't hit like that.
Ludacris, you weren't feeling Ludacris?
It's not that I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't like I already knew what to expect.
Yeah. I thought it was dope when he came out. And then
It was crazy. They don't bleep out. They don't. Well, no, they don't need to bleep it out. But the it's very suggestive. He said, "If you hold the head steady, I'ma milk the cow."
yeah, normally they'll. I think we've gotten a little bit more lax.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll probably like back in the early 2000s they used to bleep.
I won't
that out.
stop till I put them in their birthday suits.
So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes.
What did that
Bend
nigga
over
even
to the
say?
front?
Then give me the rhythm and I'll be off with their clothes. That's all. I don't even know what that nigga
So
saying.
give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes.
Bend over to the front and touch your toes.
I left the jag and I took the rolls.
Then I
They ain't
put them
cutting
on
up, put them on
foot
foot patrol.
patrol.
How you like me now? Well, my pennies, I get over 300,000.
Thousand. He the only rapper that ever rap like that.
Yeah, he has that like very animated.
Yeah. I went to the store and I didn't know what to eat. I beat my meat on the side of the street. Luda.
Ludacris.
Featuring Taylor Swift. Luda beat his meat over and over and over. She always has like a very chanty type song, Taylor
Yeah.
Swift.
So people can sing along.
She's gonna come out with a song, bro. And here's the thing. She's gonna come out with a song that even the Swifties are gonna disagree with.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be some corny Super Bowl song.
What's it gonna be?
I don't know, bro. it's gonna be like really like lovey-dovey, like Super Bowl, probably featuring. I think it's gonna be featuring Ice Spice. I think there's a reason why she probably was there.
They already got a song together.
I know, but it's probably like a soft launch for another song.
They're gonna do another one.
She's like, I'm with my girl right now.
The thing that
Taylor, take him to the streets, Taylor.
I think the thing that sucks about those people is like nothing is organic.
No.
Even like going back to the Drake thing, like using a possible dick pic video, whatever, or like fake, whatever, it's still like content. You know what I mean?
Which
Like
is weird.
Everything is content. Like watching the Super Bowl is content. You know what I mean? Like that's just it just sucks that nothing is organic anymore.
No, it's not. And Drake is the type of nigga that like drop a song about the possible dick video or whatever he had. He'd be like, He's like, I can't confirm or deny if that was my penis on that video, but I know the people in the 6 got my back. Yeah, you're like, oh my god, this nigga really made a song about a potential dick leak.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when you're that big of an artist, bro, you can't be having stuff like that happening, man. I don't know what's going on, but it like broke the internet so bad. You ever had something break the internet so bad that even though you don't want to see it, it's still in your face? Like even though you don't want to see it, it's the news is still there.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm over here like trying to figure out if
minding my heterosexual business.
Right. Right. There's nothing to earn from seeing Drake's cock.
Yeah.
There's nothing to earn from that. But the weird thing is when like men getting involved with the conversation, like, man, he ain't even packing like that. And you're like, weird. Bro, why are you having these conversations on the internet?
Yeah.
Let women have those conversations.
Yeah. Niggas out there sounding like Ice Spice. Drake got a big dick, but my dick is bigger.
I got extra meat on mine or whatever.
I got extra. That's wild.
Oh man, that's wild, man. Yeah. But overall, the halftime show. The problem with the halftime show is us. We're the problem with the halftime show. I think the expectations we create around it, like we could never be like okay.
I think that one of the things that John Singleton said this when he was talking about the scene in Snowfall when the man got raped.
No.
So, and he said part of the reason that he put that in there is because like he's like it's very hard to shock black people. And I say that to say I feel like black people are very judgmental. Like, you know how it is. Like if the food ain't good, they gonna say something. If the church choir is not that great, they gonna say something. Somebody singing off key, they gonna say something. Like black people we always gonna say something. So I think that you know, when it comes to the Super Bowls, I think they've all been relatively decent. And I think that black people just like to get on the internet and say like bad stuff. But I also, like you were saying, like if you just live your life in a vacuum, like for me when I was watching it, it was just like my friends and family and extended family and stuff in there watching the game, and everybody liked it. Everybody was rocking, was singing along like it was an actual concert. And I didn't even know that people that had like negative opinions about it. But yeah, I think that you know, people are always gonna have something to say. So you just gotta live with that.
Yeah, I think ultimately too though, I think the reason why a lot of shows in the 90s were, I guess, considered iconic or great was because artists just got to be in their, you know, free artistic creativity. Mm-hmm. And now our opinions are drowning out the internet. So they're oversaturating the internet so much that we can't even enjoy things anymore. We have to like reference what we're seeing before we can say we like or dislike something. I said a few years ago that I liked the halftime Super Bowl commercial, or halftime show, with The Weeknd. I said I thought it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And people was like, "You thought that was good? That's trash. You really like listening to The Weeknd?" I forgot
about The Weeknd. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, I think The Weeknd's a dope artist. I love The Weeknd. It's like women like The Weeknd, not men. What are you talking about? I'm like, bro,
that's a weird statement.
Stop it, bro. Yeah. Weeknd is an awesome artist.
Yeah, I think Weeknd is a dope artist. I think kind of going back to my point, it's more so like, you know, the reason why I think a lot of fans be disappointed, you know, like I was referencing Snowfall, is that we see so much concert footage online. Like a lot of concerts they're probably more expensive than they ever have been, but they're also like more accessible now. Like people are going to Coachella, and they're going to Rolling Loud and all these different shows, and then they're watching you know, like Amazon has a fleet of different concerts, footage and stuff like that. And we've just seen it all. And I think it's very difficult to do something that's shocking to them. So if they are like, you know, if they're expecting something, we kind of expected what Usher's show would look like. We knew that he would come out and sing his hit songs. We knew that he would probably have like something similar to his residency, and that's kind of what it looked like. But I don't know. People just, they. I think a lot of people are looking for like the flaw in anything already, so it's hard to please everybody. But I also think that negativity is very loud, and I think that if you actually looked at it, majority of the people were actually satisfied with his performance. But sometimes like those negative things, they get a lot more likes and reposts. But it'll be like X amount of likes or replies or whatever, but not everybody is agreeing with it. Some people are like responding like, oh, you tripping, or, I actually liked it or whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you said it was trending. Congratulations, Taylor Swift, is what people are writing.
Yeah, congratulations, Taylor Swift. It's like, Taylor, nothing happened to her.
Yeah, nothing happened.
She's just the girlfriend of a person that won the Super Bowl.
This is the obsessive nature of people on the internet saying, congratulations, Taylor. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's way too much of this weird fandom shit going on. Hey, shout out to the Chiefs, man. You guys were the better team today.
Got it done.
You guys got it done again, and I can't believe it. And then now there is like it's like this picture of Taylor Swift kissing Kelsey that is every fucking where. Like, you can't escape it.
Did you see those AI pictures of Taylor Swift?
Oh, with Andy Reid?
No, it was like some wild, like basically like almost like porno type stuff.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like they did some artificial intelligence with like Kansas City Chief body paint on her and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very like I feel like it's very invasive.
It is. But I seen one with her and Dr. Umar.
Oh no, I never seen that one.
That's fucking alive. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's Dr. Umar like kissing her, and she had like the African, like an Afrocentric type.
Is it AI or is it just like a Photoshop?
It's
thing?
AI.
Oh dang!
I was just like, yo, this is wild. It's one with her kissing Andy Reid too. Hold on, Taylor Swift AI, bro. It is fucking wild. Let's see here. Bro, they got some wild, bro. These is wild. Nigga, I just put in Taylor Swift AI, and Sesame Street. Mm-hmm. You know that nigga that be in the trash can, Oscar the Grouch? Mm-hmm. It's an AI picture of this nigga hidden from the back.
That's wild.
Look, it's not like him really like having like a, it's like a, just, it's
That's
bleeped
wild.
out. It's bleeped out.
Why they got
it's
that
Oscar
stuff?
the Grouch, man.
The crazy part about it is stuff is starting to look so real. It's like, if you was a horny little teenager, you would be beating your meat to that.
It's probably grown men out there beating their meat to this stuff.
Yeah.
That's wild. Crazy. This is where AI is way too invasive.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much.
Do something about
because the face looks
That's just her face.
That's her face. Then they got one of her pregnant. Like, this is, I didn't know this was on the internet, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Well, we're not going to contribute to the problem. Okay, guys, don't look up AI. Please.
Don't look up Taylor Swift.
Oh, but there's an article talking about her being fake and explicit images of Taylor Swift started on 4chan, study says, 7 days ago. So this is recent.
No, those pictures came out a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, the ones I seen at least.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. Conspiracy theories. People 4chan created image of the singer, did not sort research test to see whether. Oh my God. Yeah, it said it's some lewd acts.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, you could do that with anybody, you know. Yeah. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I would say this is kind of going back to the Super Bowl commercials because I just thought about this. They have this like, they're doing this like Wizard of Oz remake. It's like a spinoff called Wicked or something like that. And I'm like, we always talk about like these reboots and how we're kind of exhausted that they just keep like recycling these things. But I just seen that and I was just like, why? I just don't know why we're making that film.
Yeah.
It just like it just didn't need a remake or it didn't need a spinoff or I don't know. And it kind of like, I'm gonna sound like a little bit of a hypocrite because I like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith the TV show that they did, but they gave it like fresh energy. I think with some of these spinoffs and reboots and stuff like that, they're just kind of like, they're just trying to like revive this old energy. I don't know. There's just, I don't know. It just sucks because there's not a lot of original ideas out there. And we just keep rebooting the same movies or having like 6 and 7, part 7s of certain movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. Also, too, is the people who are like investors or financiers or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're like wanting to bet on a sure thing.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, we could put out fucking 20 Fast and Furiouses and it's not going to bother us.
Keep going, yeah, because it's already proven.
Yeah, long as motherfuckers are paying, then we're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Looks like we came to an end of the road on this one, man.
Yeah. Although we've come
to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you.
Oh.
To the end.
That's our 49ers sad song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one's, they made a sadder song. What's the other one? No, that might be the saddest song the Boyz II Men ever made.
Coming to the End of the Road is a big statement.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, we'll try it again, Niners. Go Niners.
We'll be back.
Try it again next year.
I don't know when we'll be back.
Yeah.
I might be in my 50s by that fucking time.
Man.
Yeah.
I have gray hair by then.
Yeah. Well, there's that. Well, you've made it to the end of this episode. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Fings.
And we're out of here.
Peace.